Now, I don't know if it's just me in my techo chamber, but it seems like everybody and their mother is vibe coding games. So that's what we're doing today. We are vibe coding games, and this is what we're using. This is called Rosebud, or it refers to itself as Rosie AI. But Rosebud, as you can see, it says vibe code games. This has literally been made just for that. You can actually create different things. So some people have created websites because they've got Three.js. If you don't know what Three.js is, that's what we're going to use to make 3D games. And because it's in the web, like I'm going to be showing my non-tech skills here, but this allows you to have 3D elements on the screen. If you've ever been on a website and you notice that it's got these kind of 3D elements just moving around, they are using Three.js. So it's been a couple of months now since I first learned about Rosebud. They actually reached out to me, and my son and I have been creating games and just playing around. So at this point, there are thousands of people creating these games, and you can kind of see the popularity. Let's go into Lannister's Legacy. And you can actually just go and remix other people's games. So you can make the beginning screen, add the music. This is like a 2D Zelda kind of Pokemon type game. So all of this you can do all within the web browser. So these are other people's games that they've made on the platform, and you can play them, you can remix them. But I'm gonna go over to my projects. The only thing is I don't have any thumbnails, so it's kind of hard to see my project and my son's projects. But the types of games that you can create varies: 3D, 2D, and also these kinds of games, which is mostly what I'm going to be using it for, because I can now create all kinds of educational games for my websites. And I noticed that there are so many gaps in the market for things like this, just basic games that you can create. So language learning in particular, you can make one game and then get it translated into all the different languages, and you've got this entire thing on your hands. So I'm loving the possibilities, and we're going to get into making a game in a moment. I'm just going to show you some of the games I've attempted. Over here we've got our vibe coding window. We tell it what we want it to do and it does it. We've got the preview window here. You've got this assets section, and then you've got the code. So you can see and edit the code here, and then in this assets window you can have all of your different assets show up, like we've got here. This is clearly my son who's been generating swords and things. Or you can just have the assets in the project that you've uploaded. So over here you can generate backgrounds, characters, assets, swords and things like that. But you can also upload your own. So these blank ones we've got here, these are 3D. I've uploaded 3D models and imported them in the game. So over in the preview window, I've got my character 1 and character 2. And when you click on it and it starts the game, you've got my character here. Now don't judge. I know he's not turning to face the camera and he goes upside down when you press up, but I'm not a game developer. It's pretty much as good as your assets. The games are going to be as good as your assets. So use this window, use this tab. So I've got this sideways 3D town that I can't get out. But if you look at my characters, this is what Three.js looks like when you don't have any models to import. So as you can see, he's responsive. I walk around him as the cylinder I am, and he turns to me and I can press E to talk to him. He doesn't know anything yet, so there's not much we can do with the dialogue because I've not given it any dialogue. It's just got these emojis. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to import some 3D characters, and you're going to quickly see how much this game transforms. We've got the ability to move around the world. The world goes to the edge. I'm not sure where the edge is, but you can make it loop. So I may make it loop. Again, what you create is going to be as good as your imagination, and I guess the limitations generally of using something like Three.js. I've got these eggs. And for some reason, I feel like I could make a fun, addictive 3D puzzle game with eggs. I don't know why. I just like that they can have these faces. So don't ask me why. But I think I'm gonna be able to make something fun with these eggs. So I'm gonna make a few more eggs with different expressions on them, and then I'm gonna import them into the game and see what we can do with them. What I will say is check the games that they've made on the platform that other people have made, and then you can kind of get an idea of what's possible. So these puzzle games, for instance, these are really easy to create, and these are in the App Store all day, every day. So you can kind of get an idea of what you can create by going through and seeing what people have already built. Is it like a dance mat game? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm brainstorming a bunch of different ideas for eggs. I've got a bunch of 3D eggs and I want to do something with them. I don't know why I made them, but I thought they were quite cool because they're such a simple shape, and then they've got infinite expression. So ChatGPT has given me egg toss, where a player can control a basket or a container and has to catch the eggs. I think let's go with that one. I don't think there's much reason to keep looking. Let's just copy this and pop that into Rosie. And then what I'm gonna have to do is I think I can do it now. So it's going to be generating that idea. Did I say I wanted it to be 3D? I didn't mention it. I might have to go back. Basic game. I don't know if it's doing 3D. It might not be. I'm gonna just spin up another one just in case. So I'm gonna mention that I want it to be 3D, and then that. Let's see. How quick that was. I don't think it's done a 3D one. Let me see. Generating the assets for me, so it's definitely 2D, because you can generate your own assets here. You've got image and background, and I think it's gonna generate a bunch of 2D eggs. Yeah, so we've got the background, and it's generated these eggs. It's got the right ideas, but if I want to do this 3D, I'm probably going to need to generate my own 3D egg basket, and I don't think I'll be able to have one of these backgrounds because the whole world is going to be 3D. So I think it's just going to put these assets in, but I want the 3D one. So a 3D environment. We can compare the two. So let's see what it. There's the basket. Okay, cool. So I move it with my mouse. It didn't even catch the egg. I can't move it with my keys. So I would want to tell it to make it so I can move the left and right. Okay, here's the 3D. Oh, it's got some eggs. Can I move? I can't move the basket just yet, so it's game over. I think it's still writing the logic. But now I'm gonna go and put my eggs in. So I need to make it so you should catch the golden eggs or a specific type of egg, and then you lose a life for catching. Now, I think that's a bit too easy. I'm going to upload my eggs. Okay, so I've got my golden egg. Very shiny, very, very happy looking. Yep, that's the perfect egg. Kind of creepy. It looks like somebody's taken a sharp object and carved that smile into its face. Anyway, that's our egg. We're going with it. We're going to download the GLB, and that egg is huge. We should be able to move more than left and right. Okay, let's get out. We don't want the bad egg. We don't want the bad eggs. But okay, it works. I just need to get that egg in. So assets. We've got the wallpaper background. I'm going to tell it to add that. Set this as the background behind the... What is it that we're on? The green. Okay. I guess I'm going to have to change the platform, because if the kitchen... I don't know. I'll probably make the platform a table. None of it makes sense, so I don't know why I'm trying to make sense of it. It's a game where eggs fall. It might make sense to make that a table. It looks like only two types of... Oh, it made its own golden egg. That's interesting. I've not imported that yet. I'm going to import my one because I like the look of my one. The downside is you can't see the 3D models, but it's fine. We can rename them. Replace the golden egg with this one. And this is my 2D version of it. Oh. That's there's an error when an egg lands in the basket. But we're focused on this 3D version. This one is wait, okay, caught a bad egg. Right, so we're making some moves now. We're really vibe coding. This is the prompt I gave it. I told it to make all of the eggs give you 1 point, but the angry egg makes you lose a life. The blue disgruntled egg deducts 5 points. The tired egg slows down the movement of the basket. The weird egg speeds the basket up. The chicken egg gives you 1 point, it's just normal. And then we need to think of an effect for the sick green egg because it has to do something to the basket. And the golden egg gives 5 points. But the golden egg is more rare than the others. And the effects only last 15 seconds. Big brown kitchen table. I'm gonna use the low quality because I don't really think it needs to be amazing. But it might come out quite bad. Let's see. Oh no. I told it to import the table and that's what it did. But not to worry, we have a better table. We've got this one. This one is so much better. Let's go ahead and import this table. Replace the current table. Make sure this table is big enough to fit the basket on it. That's cool. I would usually say try not to give it too much information in a prompt, get it to do one thing at a time, which is general when you're vibe coding with anything. The basket is in the table. Let me see what it's trying to fix something, so let me let it fix that. Let's give our kitchen a floor. Kitchen floor. Vibe coding is so much easier with voice to text. It just makes it so much better. That's not a kitchen floor. Tiles, floor tiles. I just want floor tiles. If I just do one tile and get it to repeat, it's a bit of a mess, but it definitely understood. The table is a very short table, but it's fine. We're looking too much into it. I mean, the table could have been this whole. The table could be the surface. I think it might be better, but that is the beauty of being able to prompt and iterate. The inverted controls for the sick egg don't work. Now I need some sound effects. I don't think you can get sound effects in the game. I think I have to upload it. Okay, it looks like it's got some effects. I don't know if those are going to work. No, I can't hear anything. Those inverted, oh yeah, they do work. Wait, yeah, inverted controls do work. Wait, no they don't. Basket does slow down and speed up. Lost a life. Let's make the score and lives UI a lot nicer and also make the game over screen a lot nicer, more modern, more gamified, more colorful. Okay, I've changed the score and lives. What I need is a start screen. Okay, let's go. Oh no, why are they falling so fast? No, wait, what happened? I think maybe on the start screen we can choose the difficulty. So easy, intermediate, expert. It should be beginner. Let's use the proper game speak. Let's open this up. We've got the beginner, intermediate, expert, and they're color coded. I didn't tell it to do that. It's got the rules and then start game and game rules. Oh, okay. So game rules, basic controls, use the cool. Normal eggs, 1 point, golden eggs, 5 point, angry eggs lose a life. The thing is, nobody knows what's what. So they're not just color coded. Because I didn't plan for the game to look like this. On the game rules screen, is it possible to put an image of the egg or even a 3D spinning image of each of the eggs next to the behavior in a nice UI? I always have to tell it to make sure it's in a nice UI. Let's see what it does. This is much better. So the only thing I'm missing now is some sound effects and some music. Insert this music from the start screen, so as soon as the game loads it plays, and then when you start the game it continues to play. And add a volume control in a non-intrusive area of the game so they can mute it or turn the volume up and down. It said that it imported sound effects, but I can't hear them, so I'm not sure if it's I don't know if I have to upload my sound effects individually, every single one. I'll keep prompting prompting it to see if it's just me. We've got our game rules. We've got, let's see, we have the music now. No, we've got an issue with that. I don't think it wants me to. Okay, the volume, it's having some trouble with the volume. Okay, we've got our music and the volume control. But that I said in a non-intrusive area. That's very much intrusive. That's much better. So wait, the green egg is bad too. Oh, I'm losing points. You have to decide at the last minute if the egg is worth catching or not. The next thing I'm going to do is add, it keeps telling me that that's the next step. So implement touch controls for mobile devices, and then that's it. I've made a game. I've made a whole game that would have taken, I can't even imagine how long it would take to make a game before AI, to have to code everything and troubleshoot everything. I might add some more music. I could make it just like a lo-fi time-killing music app game thing. So I might add some more music. For the effect active timer, let's not do text because it's a bit too much text to read on the screen. Let's make it a countdown sort of timer. Ah! That bad egg falls way too quick. Ah. This is hard. Why are they falling so fast? I know. Let's add something in the bottom right corner for a bigger bucket, so they can pay 10 points to get a bigger basket for 10 seconds. So we need to create another 3D element for a bigger basket. Oh no, not that green egg. Ah, was that a bad egg? Oh, those blue eggs. No, not an angry egg. Oh my goodness, golden egg. But I need to not catch. Oh, I missed a good egg. What egg was that? That blue one's quite confusing. I got the weird egg. Ah, I needed that gold egg. Oh gosh, this game is hard. I need a different color egg because it's quite confusing. Because that blue egg is obviously bad, but it looks like when it's falling, it looks like there's another egg that's not here. I need a different color. Let's do an orange egg. No, let's do a silver egg, but it might look like the other ones. Let's do a silver. All right, we've got a new egg. We've got a new egg to add to the team. So I've just added some controls and different songs. So there's only 3 different lo-fi songs, but you can change the song during the game or before, and you can change the volume. This is so cool. Or you can just mute it altogether. You can't see the names, but they're different egg names. So I've got my silver egg here. I don't know what I should make it do. I'm gonna let the AI figure out something that fits in the game. So let me download that. Give the silver egg a positive effect. I'm not sure what, but make sure it fits nicely in the game. The game is a bit hard, so make sure the silver egg does something nice. But it can't be better than the gold egg. Oh, the silver egg should just give you another life. It's figured out. So what I love is that it knows game logic. So it's figured out the chance, so common, 25% chance of that egg falling. I didn't have to tell it this. Extra life gain. See, that's exactly what I was thinking. That's awesome. It figured out, I mean, I thought about it and I was going to tell it to do that, but it figured out where the gap was in the game and where that egg would fit in. So that's cool. The last thing I'm going to do is this. So I'm just going to copy and paste this next step. So mobile touch control, so the user can use it on their screen. Right, I think I'm done. Let's make this bigger. This is my game. I'm done. We've got the volume. We've got mute and unmute. We've got the volume here. We've got the game rules. What the different eggs do. Okay. We've got beginner. Definitely start on beginner. I think expert is not even playable at this point. It's just too fast. But I don't know if I enabled mobile touch controls, but let's start the game. It was supposed to be a kitchen, but then, and this was supposed to be the floor of the kitchen, but yeah, but you know. It happens. I can always change the background, which is the good thing. I can change the background. I need to make it so you can buy another heart. Okay, I guess I got one more thing to do. You can buy a bigger basket. You can buy a bigger basket, but you should be able to... Let's try this egg magnet one. I need enough points first. I really want to try this magnet. Nearly there. Magnet. Ah, so it attracts... That's cool. It attracts the good eggs to you. That's cool. I think what I need to do, when you get to 30 points, you should be able to buy another heart. And I think it should have a leaderboard. But in order to have a leaderboard, I think I've got to connect to Superbase. Easy enough to do, of course. We know Superbase by now. But I've got too many projects on Superbase, so I'm not going to do it. But that's my game. I quite like it. That was quite fun. I'm going to share it. So the link is in the description if you want to try out this game. And of course, the link to Rosebud is in the description as well.